Pete Davidson responds to Kanye West and begs him to cease harassing Kim Kardashian in leaked messages. Kim is actually one of the best mom I've ever met. I've determined I'm not going to allow you to deal with us this fashion anymore, and I'm executed being quiet. Over the weekend, the web went right into a frenzy as Pete Davidson made his first public response to Kanye West, following months of online assaults. NBCU, picture financial institution by way of Getty photos. As you're seemingly conscious, has repeatedly taken purpose on the Saturday Evening Reside comedian, who's been relationship his ex-wife Kim Kardashian since late October 2021, in a sequence of now-deleted Instagram posts. First slammed their relationship in January this year, earlier than making a string of grand makes an attempt to win Kim again, virtually a war after she filed for divorce. He went on to focus on Pete extra carefully, calling him Skete, rubbish, and trash earlier than accusing him of destroying his household totally. The one perception we had into how Pete was coping behind the scenes got here within the type of a non-public message that leaked amid his flurry of posts. The place Pete maintained that he would not are available in the best way of Ye and Kim's kids, North, St. Chicago, and Psalm. And in a separate textual content change with Kim that leaked shortly afterwards, we realized that she'd urged her ex to cease compromising Pete's security after he inspired followers to yell Kimye without end at him out in public. A few weeks later, launched 2 music movies which sparked a brand new wave of concern for Pete's security. Within the first, an animated duplicate of Ye kidnapped, decapitated, and buried a Pete-lookalike, and the second noticed a caricature determined of the comedian, who was sporting a Skete jumper, getting brutally overwhelmed up. And all through all this, Pete has remained silent. That was till this weekend, when a bunch of Pete's textual content messages with have been shared by his greatest pal Dave Cyrus on his behalf, captioned, "A message from Pete. Dave, if you happen to didn't know, typically shares phrases from the comedian online as a consequence of his lack of social media presence. The messages have been shared after posted a number of since-deleted movies by which he accused Kim of not permitting him to see their youngsters, earlier than claiming that Pete was texting him, bragging about being in mattress with the sweetness mogul. And within the texts, which have been additionally shared simply days after Kim and Pete went Instagram official with their relationship. The SNL comic made it extremely clear that he's had sufficient of Ye's antics. "Yo, it's Skete!" Pete's first textual content to started, a direct reference to the cruel nickname coined for him by the rapper. "Are you able to please take a second and relax? It's 8 a.m. and it don't gotta be like this," he wrote, earlier than occurring to reward Kim's parenting expertise. One thing that has been an enormous supply of rivalry between her and as they've navigated co-parenting their 4 youngsters. Kim is actually one of the best mom I've ever met. What she does for these youngsters is superb, and you're so fucking fortunate that she's your youngster's mother, wrote Pete. "I've determined I'm not going to allow you to deal with us this fashion anymore, and I'm executed being quiet. Develop the fuck up," he added. Responded, "Oh, you utilizing profanity. The place are you proper now?" Hitting again with a snarky response, Pete wrote, "In mattress along with your spouse," alongside a selfie of simply him in mattress, holding up a peace signal. That individual message from Pete went viral from the second it was made public, with a number of customers circulating the photograph of the comic, whereas joking about his snide comment. However, because the screenshots present, there's way more to the textual content change. Replied, "Pleased to see you're out the hospital and rehab." A transparent reference to the psychological well-being points and suicidal ideas Pete has skilled and mentioned overtly on a number of events. However, Pete merely replied, "Identical right here. It's wonders what these locations do once you go get assist. You need to attempt it." Additionally offers with psychological well-being points and, like Pete, has bipolar dysfunction. Over current months, many have urged the rapper to hunt exterior assist. Pete then added, "I'm in law for the day if you happen to want to cease being a little bit web bitch boy and discuss." In a separate screenshot, Pete went on to scrutinize Ye's current actions extra carefully, telling the rapper he wasn't afraid and wished to talk about their points privately. "You don't scare me, bro," wrote Pete. "Your actions are so pussy and embarrassing. It's so unhappy to look at you spoil our legacy on the day-by-day." In response, merely mentioned, "You're greater than welcome to return to Sunday service," referring to his famend weekly gathering for worship and prayer. Pete wrote again, Why don't we meet after Sunday service in Saints Recreation? I'll be on the BHH, Beverly Hills Hotel. We are able to have meals and discuss it out in my room, privately, one-on-one, man-to-man. What you're doing to your loved ones is harmful and going to scar them for all times. Please deal with these issues privately, bro, I urge you, he added. Rejecting Pete's plea to speak privately nonetheless, Ye responded, "You want to see me? Come to Sunday service." Pete mentioned, "This isn't public, dude. I'm not right here for footage and press," which is clearly all you care about, earlier than including, "My provide stands. I want you'd man up for as soon as in your life." At this level, Pete went on to debate the subject of psychological well-being in additional element, letting Ye know that there's no disgrace in search of exterior assist. "Let me show you how to man," he wrote. "I battle with psychological stuff too. It's not a straightforward journey. You don't must really feel this fashion anymore. There's no disgrace in having a little bit assist. You'll be so comfortable and at peace." Receiving no response from Ye, Pete continued, "You don't have any concept how good I've been to you regardless of your actions in direction of me," earlier than claiming that he's defended the rapper from public mockery in current months. "I've stopped SNL from speaking about or making enjoyable of you, which of them they've wished to do for months. I've stopped Rise Up comedians from doing bits about you, Trigger. I don't need the daddy of my ladies' youngsters to look dangerous out right here," wrote Pete. "I've your again, although you deal with me like shit as a result of I need all the things to be easy," he added. "However, if you happen to proceed to press me like you might have for the previous 6 months, I'm gonna cease being good." It's secure to say that Pete's messages got here as an enormous shock to onlookers, given his lack of social media presence and extended silence thus far. Most customers appeared supportive of Pete for lastly taking a stand towards Ye, following months of online harassment. Some, nonetheless, argued that his remark about being in mattress with Ye's spouse was simply poking the bear. I favored all the things Pete needed to say, except the in mattress, along with your spouse assertion, that was poking the bear. One individual wrote, "Telling somebody in mattress with their spouse, after which telling them to get psychological assistance is sort of insane and undoubtedly not the best way to deal with it. He isn't the worst individual on this scenario, however, this isn't precisely holding issues drama-free," one other added. However, on the entire, many recommended that after remaining topic to harsh verbal abuse online for months, it's unfair to say that Pete isn't allowed to retaliate. And past that, followers have been largely supportive of Pete's pleas to deal with the problems privately, with the well-being of Kim and Ye's kids on the forefront of his thoughts. In case any boys are questioning what girls see in Pete, that is it. He is a person, not a boy. He admits his faults, places his lady earlier than himself, and retains her as secure and drama-free as he can. That is a stable accomplice, one consumer wrote. In the meantime, a number of customers identified the hypocrisy in followers who are solely defending Ye, on condition that he additionally made enjoyable of Pete's historical past with psychological well-being points amid the textual content change. A few of y'all are extra mad at Pete for saying in mattress along with your spouse, then you're at Kanye saying, "Comfortable to see you're out of rehab and the hospital," one consumer tweeted. "Oh, Pop Crave, a few of y'all are extra mad at Pete for saying in mattress along with your spouse, then you're at Kanye saying, "Comfortable to see you're out of rehab and the hospital," 10:54 p.m. 13 March 2022. The very fact Kanye makes use of Pete's historical past of hospitalizations and rehab as a diss is disgusting when he is aware of Pete has BPD and was suicidal for a very long time and probably nonetheless is, wrote one other.